Oh, the world is filled with laughter and light, and the music of the seasons, and the merchants' windows are all bright with the faces of the children, and the families hurrying to their homes as the sky darkens and freezes. They'll be gathering around their hearths and tables, giving thanks for God's graces and the birth of the rebel Jesus. They call him by the Prince of Peace. They call him by the Savior, and they pray to him upon the seas and for every bold endeavor. And they fill his churches with their pride and gold as their faith in him increases. But we've changed the nature that we worship him, from a temple to a robber's den. In the words of the rebel Jesus, we guard our world with locks and guns. We guard our fine possessions. And once a year when Christmas comes, we give to our relations. And perhaps we give a little to the poor if our generosity should seize us. But if anyone should ever interfere in the business of why they are poor, you get the same as the rebel Jesus. So please forgive me if I seem to take the tone of judgment, for I've no wish to come between this day and your enjoyment. In this life of heartache and of earthly toil, we have need of anything that frees us. So I bid you comfort and I bid you peace from a pagan and a heathen, on the side of the rebel Jesus.
Merry Christmas, everybody. That song, of course, by the great Jackson Browne, and we're sending this out to Pennsylvania to our old friend Ernie Henderson, who said it always felt like the start of Christmas when you heard that song. So, many years ago I was invited to do a benefit up at the Buzzard Beach, and so I played that song, and I played Woody Guthrie's 1910 Massacre about, a horrible thing, and I realized I had just bummed everybody out totally. That's my job. But I promise you the whole night will not be that way. Just most of it. But when you put the harmonica on, you can only be so bummed out, right? What if I hadn't walked down those stairs? And what if you hadn't been
working there. Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. But that's not what occurred. Oh, you were there, and I was angry enough to just not care. If you finally said no to my face, at least then I'd know why my life was such a waste. Life can turn like a gem, catching the light, cutting the night, come blinding. Oh, here it came, everything changed. No one noticed a thing except for you and me. Our whole world tilted immeasurably. Did you know? Could you see how much work this was gonna be? Oh, hear the rumbling beneath the floor. Sometimes love sings, but more often it roars. Life can turn on a spool. Let go of the rope. Forget about your list of rules. Forget about it. Life can turn on a dime. Do your best not to blink, lest you miss your exit sign. I didn't miss mine, no I didn't. My people came from Sugar Tree. I took the back roads from Waverly. Read the names in the cemetery. Wondered who they were and are to me, and why they're calling me to Sugar Tree. My people came from Sugar Tree, left Pennsylvania mid-century, sailed across that inland sea, sat right here on the banks of Walkenhorst Creek, saw the floods and the blizzards so deep, but things grow in Sugar Tree. Our people came from Sugar Tree. Break the sod and plant the seed. Tend the farm and the family. Build the barn and the hatchery. Plow the road that leads to me, leading me back to Sugar Tree. All of our history becomes fiction eventually, flat on the page of a book you keep on a shelf in your memory, forgotten and indelibly, shading all you do and all you see. Maybe someday you will wonder about me as you read my name in Sugar Tree. Going back to Sugar Tree. Take me back to Sugar Tree. Things grow in Sugar Tree. Oh.
So I've told y'all before, when I really am looking forward to playing, which I was tonight, I was really looking forward to it. That's usually when I don't play very well. It's like when it's about 4:30, 4:45, and I feel like, I'd rather go to bed. That's usually when I play my best. This is when I have the most fun, when I'm totally like, I don't think I can do this tonight. So I don't know, this might really suck. We will just see how it goes.
When we were youngsters, me and little brother slipped out the bedroom window, slid down that gutter. We made our way through the darkness, through the alleys and shortcuts, climbed that ladder up the water tower. We used to sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older, dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. Big river was rolling, 7-year flood flowing, winds of war blowing, ice are cold and snowing. Boys grew into men then, right there and then. A little brother headed one way, and I went the other. To sit and dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older, dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever, the view from the tower. Little brother dug in deeper as my climb grew steeper. While he was building him a home, I built a tower of my own. We used to glimpse one another across the wide rolling river. We turn our gaze from each other, pretend we didn't remember how we used to dream them dreams of how our lives would be as we grew older. Dreams of glory and power. Everything looks smaller and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower right now. I went down to the river. I found a note in a bottle. I read it there by the water. It said, I miss my brother. I went and got my hammer. I tore down my tower. I built a raft and a rudder. I sailed across that river. I went and found my brother, his children and their mother. Now never more will I wonder, and never more will I wonder. And now we sit and dream them dreams of how our lives will be as we grow older, in the glory and the power. Hey, everything looks smaller, and at the same time taller, stretched on forever. The view from the tower, yeah, stretches on forever. The view from the tower, hey, it stretches on forever. The view from the tower.
So I'm going to play you a few songs from my new album tonight. And for all of you who have purchased my new album and book, I really appreciate it. But I stupidly forgot to order more books quickly enough, so I only have like 4 tonight. They were supposed to come today and they didn't. But I know Amazon's busy this time.
Days go by, count them on my toes, and fingers linger on what I thought life would be. All the falls, glories, and the near disasters, chasing after my own vanity. Lucky me, yeah, lucky me, lucky me. Cut me some slack. Okay, so and so, still standing, landing on my feet so awkwardly. Yeah, lucky me, lucky me. Can you ever know, will we ever show what we have learned from all our mistakes? Come to realize truth and lies are tangled up in the beautiful mess that we make. God is chance, holy chaos, sacred blunder, thunder, lightning striking randomly. Oh, lucky me. We are born, favor or misfortune falling on our shoulders undeservedly. would have known if you hadn't shown me the road to what it's all about. Never would have been more than half a man planning to take the easy way out. Oh, close enough, cutting it too close for comfort. Show me grace and throw me honesty. Lucky me, hey, lucky me, lucky me, yes, lucky me, lucky me, hey, lucky me, lucky me.
And that really kind of sums up how I feel these days. I realize I've been exceedingly lucky. I'm 70 years old and I'm still playing guitar in front of you all. So I'm lucky. And this past Saturday night, I got to be on the bill with Danny Cox. And anytime I'm on the bill with Danny Cox, I feel very lucky. And also with Rosie's Bar and Grill, both of them longtime supporters of social justice and causes in Kansas City, and it was just great to be on the bill with them. And Sasha Groshong on cello accompanied me that night. And in February 21st, Sasha's going to be here at the Westsider with me, and we're going to play a whole night together. So it will be formal attire that night because we're going to have a cello. So I want, tuxes, long dresses. I will be wearing my long dress, and I expect you to too. So.
The hard way, all I need is one more day to get it right again. If I didn't know better, I'd know better then. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. We need to get back to the old religion, back on track, worship fire and air and earth and water and no despair. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Days are seconds, months are minutes. Step right up to the wheel and spin it. Hear the sound of a marching band. Mind the music and the steps, and let's dance. Wash me clean in the blood of a rock and roll band. Before the flood, I will be your friend. Nothing less, nothing more, nothing better than given time. I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, let me go around again. Given time, I'll get it. Let me go around, let me go around, going around again. Given time, given time, given time, oh, I will get it. Given time, yeah, given time, given time, I'll get it.
That song is, of course, by the legendary Rainmakers. I guess it's not legendary if I say so myself, is it? But on that note, I am also proud to announce that on January 3rd, which will be the first Wednesday of the new year, I will be joined here on stage by Pat Tomic on drums. So that should be fun. I realize I have a bunch of songs on my new album that they don't have any intro. They just like start right into singing. This is one of them. There's a road to the west of Easton. No one goes. Never had a reason to regard the turn or make the drive. There's a boy sitting on a porch there, leaning back, dreaming in a green chair, wondering where the gravel fades away. So far down the shining highway, first star winking out the old days, hopes and constellations on the rise. Traveling on to the west of Easton, race the sun through the planting season. He will miss the harvest in the fall. So long down the shining highway, so long, old familiar ways. Every path you take can run both ways. On a farm to the east of Weston, there's a girl with a flowered dress on, spinning in slow circles in the yard. Falling down in the summer grasses, dizzy as the diorama passes of her life ahead, the life behind. Seeing how nobody has the answers, she will move, dipping like a dancer, dodging all distractions come her way. So soon days become tomorrows, slow moon circling her sorrows, hasten the rotation round the sun. Round the bend, far from east and western, where it ends, you're as good as guessing onto our uncertain certainty. Every road crosses with another, some you turn, some you needn't bother. Every path you take, there's one you leave. Life will move with you or without
without you. Perpetual motion all about you. East and on to west, and I am gone.
I always have the sneaking suspicion that one of these nights I'm going to get here and nobody will be here. That just shows you how confident and paranoid I am all at once. So thanks for being here. And we've got some special occasions and special guests tonight. And so talk about the first special occasion. It's the December birthday group who have been coming to hear me and Jeff and Norm for decades. And a couple of the lifelong December birthday members are not here tonight, but we will miss Clay and Mel, but Julia and Steve and Deborah are here tonight. Yeah, right. Okay.
We're all on the road.
Deborah. And so they gave me a list of requests. So the first request is Steve's request. I got to play this one with Sasha on the cello on Saturday, and it sounded really good. So here you go. Light, darkness, we're all under the same sun. We're all under the same moon. Sometimes we're under the same darkness. We can all work together and get out from under that darkness.
Looking out my window, the eclipse has begun. I grab your hand, we run outside and dance in the dimming sun. Light through the leaves, cast a zillion crescents on the ground, and you say, hold me tight, all right. Peeking through a pinhole, the eclipse has begun. The shadow tag of sun and moon, it washes over us and everyone. Like lives that overlap without ever seeing that it's so. And you say, hold me close. Don't let me go. No, no, no. Midnight, we're standing in the path where shadows beget shadows. Every step has an aftermath, leaving tiptoe ripples of a skipping stone. Nobody walks alone. No, things are set in motion, sounds clash then harmonize, and the fire of a moment becomes the light in my baby's eyes. We planned by the moon, by chance and by design, and I know this is mine. Yes, I know this is mine all the time. There's a butterfly in China Kansas thunderstorm, a man laying down $1, a young girl's clothes being torn. Actions and reactions, echoes only dogs can hear. I say, what's that sound? It's spinning me round and round and round, and I'm looking at the sky. I see the eclipse setting in. I am but an arm's length from my lover and my friend, and every other soul that I might know or never will under the shining sun. Life goes on and on and on and on.
Happy birthday to Steve. Are you and Deborah still passing that painting back and forth? So 15 or plus years ago, Deborah and Steve went in together to buy one of my paintings, and it's kind of like split custody. One of them has it 6 months out of the year, and then they give it to the other one for 6 months out of the year. Yeah. So back when Jeff and Norm and I were playing together, and I'm pleased to announce that in 2 weeks, Jeff and Norm and I will be right here on this stage. All proceeds from that night, the door and the tip jar, will all go to CASA of Jackson County, the older youth program. So come on out and hear some old guys play music that they barely know. But when Jeff and Norm and I were playing at the old record bar and at the new record bar and at the Westsider, Jay had actually kind of in the early years had kept a count of all the songs we played and which songs we played the most. And this was the song that we always played the most. And only about 2 years into it, and we played there 14 years, almost 15 years. 2 years into it, we'd played 400 different songs. We even knew some of them, but we didn't let that hold us back. So I have no idea how many by the time we folded up that tent, how many different songs we had played. But here's the one we always played the most.
Betty called the sheriff and said, come quick, somebody broke in the freezer and stole all my steaks. The dog is still hiding. The sheriff said, ma'am, sounds to me like the Lakeview man. The Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town, howls at the moon. Listen if you can, you might hear the Lakeview man. Some say he was a soldier who came home from war, all in one piece but with emotional scars. Agree on the story, argue about the date. Vietnam or the war between the states. And the Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town, howls at the moon. Listen if you can, you might hear the Lakeview man. Well, I took the shortcut to the river last night, a beard and a blur in my long beam lights. I drank a few beers, skipped a few stones, drove a little faster on the way back home. There's a cow is found dead. A chicken is a missing, found a missing his head. Shotgun gone, print in the sand. 2 toes shy, the Lakeview man. And the Lakeview man is a wild man. He lives in the woods outside of town. Hails at the moon, listen if you can. You might hear the Lakeview man, 'cause the Lakeview man is a wild man. Lives in the woods outside of town. Hails at the moon, listen if you can. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man. You might hear the Lakeview man.
And I have some special guests here tonight. They are people that I have played at their house and stayed at their house, 8 times, something like that? It's Jack and Katie from Denver, Colorado, and Jeannie from Points East. Where you know, Arlington, somewhere, Maryland, somewhere over there. That all that whole great mystery land that I don't know where anything is over there. But we have had so many good times playing it. I played house concerts in their backyard, in Jack and Katie's backyard, and then just wandered downstairs and went to bed to stay at their house. And then oftentimes I would have a show the next day, but we would have all day, and we would go to the Botanical Gardens in Denver, or we went to a Leonardo da Vinci exhibit. So we've got to spend a lot of time together, and it's great you guys are here tonight. And this song's for you.
The truth is often hiding in plain sight. Proof of what's important, real and right. Clear away the clatter to see what really matters. Beside you and inside you all the time. Much obliged, much obliged. I owe you more than you can realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged, much obliged. You never had a lot, but then again, I dream of swing and yard and stars and wind and purple hollyhocks beside a gravel walk. I wish that I could talk with you again. Much obliged, oh, much obliged. I owe you more than you can realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged. Oh, much obliged. So I guess I best be on my way. There's boulders I must roll and bills to pay. If I ever crest that hill, I hope you're waiting still to welcome me back home and let me stay. And let me say, much obliged, oh, much obliged. I owe you more than you'll ever realize. Forever in your debt, you're in my heart and mind. Standing on the porch, waving goodbye. Much obliged, much obliged. I'm rocking on to no abandon, a little town to make my home, across 7 wells and the haunted canyon to the cooling plains where my heart roams. This is the path that I am taking, through the folded fields of sleep, in my dreams and in my waking. No abandon is where I'll keep. I'll settle down in no abandon. After years of running hard, I will lay down my youth's illusions. I will surrender pride's rewards. Out in the yard, white shirts are blowing on a line stretched in between where I've been and where I'm going. No abandon waits for me. My life has been a mad equation, trying to make the far ends meet. Sex and love, imagination, a quiet burn, a constant heat. I'm in the kitchen of creation, rattling the pots and pans, cooking up no expectations, no abandon, make no plans. Oh, I'm rocking on to no abandon, where I've never been before. Strangely new and strangely familiar. Life's forever being born. Just one more look over my shoulder. See me coming round the bend. 1 second older. No abandon, circles in. I'm rocking on to no abandon. Yeah. It's funny, of all the rock and roll songs I have, that one always makes people dance, and it's just a folky song. But everybody dances on No Abandon. Older than I used to be, younger than I'm gonna be. Fewer things puzzle me than when I was young. But when my pace is falling slack, I catch myself thinking back. A certain night, a certain summer, long gone long. August, she was swinging low town of about 1,000 so. Out of school, ready to get out of here. Off to farm, off to state, each going our separate ways. Graduation message still sweet in our ears. Whoa, come singing now. Clocks are slow and hearts beat on and on and long gone long. Got into a car that night, drove out past the signal light, past the city limits. I guess it wasn't that far. Stopped out on a rural route, Gooch got out his 22, shooting at a freight train that was hauling new cars. Drinking underneath the stars, watching, counting meteors. Robert said, you know, those fell 100 years ago. The light is just now reaching Earth. I said, man, for what it's worth, I think you're wrong, and you really don't know. Oh, come singing now, man, these clocks are slow, and hearts beat on and on and long gone long. There's something going on, I tell you, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, going on, going on. There's something going on, I tell you, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on, going on. Goodbye to the home team, goodbye to the rinky-dinks, goodbye to a girl down my street heading home. She stepped up from behind a tree, tears are running down her cheeks. Goodbye to more than either of us could have known. Lie. Oh, la 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 oh la 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 la
I was going to play that song faster, but Paul and Julia started slow dancing, and so I just kind of fell right into pace with it. So thank you guys. You set a nice tempo there, and other people got the message like, okay, yeah, it's going to be that kind of song. So, Julia on the birthday list. For Julia, she's got a crow on her shoulder. I was sitting in a bar after a gig in Albuquerque, watching Johnny flirting with a model in pearls. I just got off the phone with a finished ballerina. All that's on my mind is a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl back in a diving Kansas City, separated from a bum without a clue in the world. I wasted lots of time with some crazy little women. I'm calling in my cards for a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl, she got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl got a twister in her heart, going across the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. It's been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Don't need no easy smile, need no sunny disposition. All I need is every day her love I got to earn. Smell of something burning, healthy dose of healthy tension. Don't take nothing for granted with a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl, she got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl got a twister in her heart, going across the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. Been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Yeah. I played in Montreal, played in Omaha, Nebraska, played in big arenas, every smoky bar in the world. You ask me what I've learned, I haven't learned nothing. All I've learned is all I need is a Missouri girl. A Missouri girl got a crow over her shoulder. A Missouri girl got a twister in her heart, going across the Shenandoah, move the weight of the world. It's been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Been a long worth waiting for a Missouri girl. Ba, 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 ba. Happy birthday, Julia. It's coming on Christmas. They're cutting down trees. They're putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But it don't snow here, it stays pretty green. I'm gonna make a lot of money and quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. Oh, I wish I had a river so long I could teach
teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. She tried hard to help me. She put me at ease. She loved me so good it made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. But I'm so hard to handle. I'm selfish and I'm sad. I gone and lost the best woman that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. I made my baby say goodbye. Jesus and Mohammed come from different neighborhoods, but they both try to tell the people about a higher good. How the meek shall inherit, the wicked shall cease, and their road to Jerusalem on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. They rode to Jerusalem on a half a horse apiece. Democratic her met a Republican him, and the parents said we'd rather see you dead than one of them. A fight broke out at the wedding feast, and they rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. They rode to the funeral on a half a horse apiece. You might lean to the left, I might lean to the right. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wheels of the night. Yeah, I can learn to dance with these two left feet. We can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. There's hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. I called up the president, said, how's it going, bub? He said, I'm stuck up to the axle, but at least Kevin McCarthy's gone. That's what you get when the house is full of geese. And we rode out of the Capitol on half a horse apiece. A half a horse apiece, a half a horse apiece. We rode out of the Capitol on half a horse apiece. Not to mention George Santos. I might lean to the left, you might lean to the left. Come on, dance with me, baby, till the wheels of the night. If I can learn to dance with these two left feet, there's hope for the nation on a half a horse apiece. We can lead the nation on a half a horse apiece. Remember, my friends, this ain't a sporting event. Nobody has to lose and nobody gets to win. The art of the compromise is what my baby needs. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. Half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece. Meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. Half a horse apiece, half a horse apiece. I'll meet you in the middle on a half a horse apiece. Oh, come on down to the rodeo. Trigger, high old silver. Some days it's a comedy. Others, it's a crime. Some days riches turn to water and rags turn to wine. Most of my days blur into a blanket of my thoughts that it all adds up to something, though I'm never sure just what. I saw you across a parking lot in some approaching storm, with your hand in your coat pocket like you're carrying a gun loaded with possibilities, all meant for me. As you put me to the pavement, it was pretty plain to see everything I'd known before was weightless, thin and wet. You leaned over me and whispered, you ain't seen nothing yet. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do. I stood beside the canyon, saw you far across, smiling through our many secrets, like they just weren't worth the cost, or the anger, or the heartache, or the worry, or the fear. We are pebbles in an avalanche that's ringing in my ears. That's how I shot my hearing. That's how I wrecked my sight, staring at the burning fuse. You're down to the dynamite. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Women everywhere, but not a drop to drink. You're the one that I thirst after, forever until I sink beneath your swirling surface, disappearing, bubbling air. Am I swimming? Am I drowning? What's the difference? I don't care. 'Cause some days are a comedy, others are a crime, but most are masterpieces of a licorice design. Ridiculously beautiful, absurdly rich and dense. I'm delirious with fever. It's finally making sense.
So I got to spend a couple hours, again, with my grandson yesterday. And he is just hilarious. He's just hilarious. He knows about 30 words, and he says them all in the wrong order. But he arrives at the house, and his mom leaves, and everybody leaves, and it's just me and him. And he just starts walking, and he just walks from this room, and then he comes back to this room, and then he walks over to the front door. And we do this for 2 hours. He just never stops. So that's this week's Nico report.
Go to sleep, little darling, I'll be here in the morning. Love is wrapping around you now. Yards of tender affection swaddle you in protection. Love is wrapping around you now. Hunker down, little wonder, just the lightning and thunder. Love is wrapping around you now. Angels bowling above you, raindrops tapping, I love you. Love is wrapping around you now. Wrapping around, wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Ooh, test the water, little swimmer. We all start as a beginner. Love is wrapping around you now. Some things no one can teach you. I'll be where I can reach you. Love is wrapping around you now. Circle back, little wanderer, tell us what you've seen yonder. Love is wrapping around you now. Roll out a thread you can follow back through your pain and your sorrow. Love is wrapping around you now. Yes, wrapping around, it's wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Sleep when you can, little mother. Babies tucked under the covers. Love is wrapping around you now. Through all the ringing and winding, love is there for the finding. Love is wrapping around you now. I'll be the wind and the feather. I'll be the change in the weather. Love is wrapping around you now. I'm in the sun and the shadow. I'm in the birds in the meadow. Love is wrapping around you now. Yeah, wrapping around, it's wrapping around. I said love is wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. Yeah, wrapping around, it's wrapping around. Love is wrapping around. Love is wrapping around you now. You're the kind of man who seems to leave a trail behind him of old friends who used to be so close, but then in some concocted scene they done you wrong. And so what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl at the lonely moon. If you don't like dogs, there's something wrong with you. You're the kind of man who wants everyone to think that he's successful, so you talk about it and you write about it and blah 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 blah. But way deep down inside you're afraid that you're a fraud. If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl at the moon alone. If you don't like dogs, you better just go home. Well, I used to be your friend, even now from time to time. I wish that I could see ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. You might have the car, the money, and the home, but you know and I know you'll always be alone. You're the kind of man who wants to know real love, but all that you can do is talk about young girls and tell off-color jokes and act all kinds of flirty. But when the truth be told, you're afraid of getting dirty. If you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl till your head's a-throbbing. If you don't like dogs, what's your fucking problem? Now if you don't like dogs, what do you like? If you don't like dogs, you're gonna wake up some cold night and howl till your head's a-throbbing. If you don't like dogs, what's your fucking problem?
Well, Alan just told me that "you're afraid of getting dirty" is the best line I ever wrote. Gee, I've written a lot of others that I put a lot more work into than that one, but sometimes it's the simple things, you know? I actually think "what's your fucking problem" is my best line of all time. The hard part about that is I knew I wanted it to end with "what's your fucking problem?" But the hard part was finding a word that rhymed with problem that actually kind of worked in the context of the song. Till your head's a-throbbing, what's your fucking problem? Yeah, close. My mom always said, "Bob, why do you have to put cuss words in songs?" Well, Mom, that's the way you talk. And I can hear my mom rolling over in her grave right now. I can hear her saying, "Oh, Robert, you didn't have to say that." Because I heard her say those exact words so many times. At the old Parody Hall, the Rainmakers would play there, and you know, I would look down on the floor, and right in the middle of the mosh pit crowd, there would be Mabel. A bunch of our friends would have dragged her out right into the middle of the crowd. Are you looking for some answers? Well, you've come to the wrong place. You might find lines, but no valentines written all over my face. I bear no grudge, I wear no frown. I just come with calloused hands, and I don't mean to bring you down, but there is no romance. I've spent too much of my life waiting, hoping, dreaming, wishing, believing, and way too little of it living, smashing it up and taking and giving. I wish someone had warned me while I was still a young man, and saved me lots of time and money. There is no romance, 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 no romance. Save your stories for the bartender, and you're crying for the theater, and your poems and your diary pages to kill some time in your old age. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There may be gods who hear your prayers, and honest men, men who care, and young lovers who think they're gonna wait forever. Lives that look like movies and books, but the sooner that you learn this, the sooner you free your hands to get on with things that really matter. There is no romance, no romance, no romance, no romance, no romance, no romance, no romance.
it's no romance. So at the end of the night, I will have my little merch box out up here with my 4 copies of my book and my 20,000 copies of my CD. And my book of short stories, which, if you haven't read that yet, I don't know. Maybe you should. But here's the lead-off track from my new CD. Step ahead of the melancholy. I've been writing fan letters to Buddy Holly. I'm down in steerage on Fulton's Folly. I stay one step ahead of the melancholy. I live 2 doors down from the old man on the corner. There's a widow next door, somebody ought to warn her. That it digs through your trash when the weather gets warmer. I live 2 doors down from the old man on the corner. Come summer, we'll be dancing in the street. Come summer, down on the corner, gonna meet you. Come summer, there's a party on the block. Somebody hit snooze on the doomsday clock. I live 3 floors up from a band on the skids. They practice all night, those goddamn kids. They called it Demolition Derby, and they probably did. They sound like a bus going over a cliff. Come summer, we'll be dancing in the street. Come summer, down on the corner, gonna meet you. Come summer, there's a party on the block. Somebody hit the snooze on the doomsday clock. Come summer. I'm 4 days late from making my rent. My baby gave me the dough, but now it's all spent on all my bad habits, every red cent. Got dropped in the jukebox, that's where it went. Come summer, we'll be dancing in the street. Come summer, down on the corner, gonna meet you. Come summer, there's a party on the block. Somebody hit snooze on the doomsday clock. Come summer. Yeah, come summer. Come summer. Come on, summer. And we are about almost as far from summer as we can possibly be. On December 21st, on actually the solstice, Sasha Groshong on cello and Laurel, I don't know Laurel's last name, Laurel on violin, the Wires, are playing a free concert at the Pilgrim Chapel on the night of the solstice, which is a Thursday night. I went to their concert prior to the pandemic, and it was breathtaking. So up on the solstice, if you want to experience something really, really cool and
primal. It makes you feel like, oh yeah, that's what everybody used to do, was like just to kind of hold still and feel your breath and meditate on that pause. Come to the Pilgrim Chapel that night and hear the Wires. It is an experience, and I will be there, and Michelle will be there. So come to Pilgrim Chapel, December 21st, as far from summer as you can possibly be.
She reached out and twisted my hand and made me dance to some local band. But the beat was slow, so there we stand. We move in small circles. We cut out before the night was through. Start my car and we drove the loop. Talked about the things we were going through as we move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh. Said she didn't know the ways of love, and I said neither do I. I'd hoped you'd show me some. We'd dilly-dally like that for 6 or 8 months as we move in small circles. A couple of times she stayed with me. We worked it out on a single sheet. I can hear every painful squeak. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh. Then she grew up, and I grew up, and she got tough, and I got tough. So much for love, so much for love. We move in small circles. Now we make money, and we're all right. And we drive cars and wield our might. We make love to people that we don't even like. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. And I don't even think about her now. I just said all of this to be working my mouth. I wish I cared, but I don't know how. We move in small circles. We move in small circles. Oh. We move in small circles. Oh.
Thank you for dancing.
Let's go. Down Overland Hill, she was waiting there at the bottom for me with a big blank stare that was open to anything, legal or not. I fell in love with her right there on the spot. She kissed me soft for a minute or two, then we rolled down Overland Hill. She was blowing saliva, dust off a truck when she ran into me in a stretch of bum luck. It was more like dumb luck on my part when I jimmied the log and broke into her heart. We hit the gas and the gravel flew, and we rolled down Overland Hill. Roll down the window, let the wind blow away all the things that you don't want to think about today. Tears don't roll uphill, they say, as we broke through the clouds and into the day. Got off the highway in some railroad town where we bounced a few checks and slammed a few down. At the White Horse Motel, in an hourly room, she lay naked on the bed, watching cartoons in our rear view mirror. They were shaking the bill as the snow rolled in from Overland Hill. We drove in spirals to who knows where. We figured we'd know when we finally got there. 40 miles from Manhattan, we ran out of gas and spent the night shivering under an overpass. The way she looked in the murky vapor light, a sunflower nodding in the white Kansas night. I was a scarecrow trying to keep my head while she slept like she was home in her own bed. Every once in a while she would talk in her sleep, mumble some name unfamiliar to me. I guess in the morning I should have let it go, but I've never been one to leave well enough alone. Roll down the window, let the wind hit your face. You can have it all, just not all in one place. Sometimes things, oh, they work out good. Sometimes they don't, no matter how you wish they would. Tears don't roll uphill, they say, but over my shoulder I expect someday to hear a voice say, love, aren't you going my way? And she'll kiss me soft as the wind blows away all the things that we don't want to think about today. We'll roll down Overland Hill. Yes, down Overland Hill. Hey, down Overland Hill.
For our last birthday request of the night, this one is Deborah's request. A tear in your beer, a rub on your belly. Here we go. All the songs I sing are sad ones. Expectations of me are all bad ones. I couldn't have less to live up to if I tried. Explanation, I can't report one. My obituary will be a short one. He played guitar till the day he died. And all I want to do is sing a few songs of aching love and a couple of old hymns for the folks back home. And the last chance for a slow dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. All my memories aren't good ones. Coulda, shoulda, woulda ones. But in there are a couple I wouldn't trade. Like the night when I first met her. Would I forget her or regret her? Ask them ghosts a dancing on my grave. And all I want to do is sing a few songs of aching love and a fast one for the youngsters that I know. And a last chance for a last dance with your one true love here on my broken radio. Here on my broken radio. Happy birthday, Deborah. Way down south in the piney woods, there's a gospel quartet singing like it should. I got the hair slicked back, linen suit so fine at the Wednesday night revival. Turpentine, I got the rolling bass, got a baritone, got a ringing hot tenor reaching Jesus on the throne, and a smooth lead singer got the women crying, sweating salvation. Turpentine, we're singing turpentine, hey turpentine, save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed, cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Woo! A spoonful of sugar and hold your nose, it'll kill everything but the Holy Ghost. It's a pine tar communion by the blood and wine in the folds of the choir robes. Turpentine, turpentine, oh turpentine, save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed, cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Now I'm sitting in the back, thumbing through the hymns, trying to figure out how to write me one of them. I got a story to tell, could do some testifying, but God ain't given me the call
in turpentine. Turpentine, yeah, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Now when they lay me down in a minor key and they shoveled my words in on top of me, I'll be in that quartet with some friends of mine. An eternity of Wednesday's turpentine. Turpentine, yeah, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes in turpentine. We're singing turpentine, hey, turpentine. Save my soul, spirit of the pine. It's a masterpiece waiting to be signed. Cleaning my brushes, turpentine. Hey now, how you doing, my friend? Upright and not crying. All good things must come to an end. Upright and not crying. Well, we weren't the worst, and we weren't the best. Upright and not crying. Just a lot more work than I would have guessed. Upright and not crying. It's the same old story, old as the stars. Upright and not crying. Boy meets girl, meets drums and guitars. Upright and not crying. Life and love get dropped in the beat. Upright and not crying. Now one of us got to get some relief. Upright and not crying. Walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. But I wish I could slap that doghouse face. Sing with a big old smile on my face. Upright and not crying. Play that guitar like Jimmy Nace. Yeah, but that ain't the curse that I got grace. Now you ain't from here, are you, my friend? Upright and not crying. Well, back in the day I played in this band. Upright and not crying. No, nothing that I would expect you to heard. Upright and not crying. Just the same old chords and the same old words. Upright and not crying. Walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. Waiting for the five to come around. Watching for that bridge that leads to town. Trying to set my feet on solid ground. Now I might sit here all damn day, stare off into long blue space, let them songs play in my head, but I'll keep them to myself instead. But I'll miss you and those Saturday nights, upright and not crying, when we were young and all was alright. Upright and not crying, in spite of all our best attempts. Upright and not crying, we live to tell and tell again. Upright and not crying. Walk where the sun is shining, where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying. Upright and not crying. Yeah, you got to walk where the sun is shining. Upright and not crying.
So I think I got in all the birthday requests. That's good. Michelle, my wife Michelle, and our granddaughter Calico, their birthdays are December 30th. No, 29th. No, 29th. 29th. Yeah, they were born on the 50 years apart on the same day. And Michelle said it was just always sucked as a kid, to have a birthday right between Christmas and New Year's. And I think she thinks it still sucks because I'm really bad at buying presents. So hey, if you got any present ideas, please pass them up. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. 'Cause she's the closest thing to a dream that he's ever seen. She's the one he never sold. Some things are classic, some things are just old. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps his thoughts to himself. Like a part you can't get, catching dust on a slow shop shelf. The more you race them, the less you trust. The less you drive them, the more they rust. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. Oh, who's got the longest car? I got the longest car, the longest record, and you can't catch me. Who's got the know-how? Oh, I don't know. I got a long, hard road ahead of me. Yeah, he keeps her shiny, shiny. Keeps her down till her roar. As he runs her through the quarter and he blows out the cops once more. Two dreams make the world go round. The one you lost and the one you claim you found. He keeps her shiny, shiny. Keeps her running like a dream. He keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. Oh yeah, he keeps her shiny, shiny. He keeps her running like a dream. All right, you got a couple more dances in you? That sounded mildly enthusiastic. Oh, believe me, I'm mildly enthusiastic too. That's about as enthusiastic as I get these days, mildly. Go down, I'm gonna go down swinging. If I grow old, it won't be gracefully. I'm gonna trip and fall and pass it off as dancing. I'm gonna croak and moan, say it's a new kind of singing.
gonna go down swinging. If I go blind, still have my sense of touch, I'll just feel your body that much better. If I go deaf, I'll blame Leo Fender. Don't ask for who the bell tolls, I can't hear it ringing. I'm gonna go down swinging. Let's go. If I go down, I'm going down to the country. Just a little farm shack for my baby and me, and a couple old dogs, and no air conditioning, chickens and a garden, and on a weekend hear the guitar twanging. I'm gonna go down swinging. If I go down, I'm gonna go down laughing at all the cosmic jokes that's been told on me. Punchlines between profound and pointless. Just remember one thing, you can forget about me, forget it. I'm swinging, swing me. Somewhere under this moon tonight, my lover is holding my shadow tight. She doesn't know my face, know my name, but she hears my melody all the same, and we move slow, dancing in her dreams. We've glanced on corners, we've passed on stairs, we've nodded on the narrow to who knows where, crossed our paths in crowded streets. We've been so close, someday we'll meet when times are right and stars align. But till then we'll dance, let's dance on the width of a line, where our heart meets heart, mind meets mind, and love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure, where love is the width of a line. Is there an ounce of a child left in her heart? Is the one last untamed, untouched part? Can I fan those flames she's so scared of? Love her like she's never been loved. Is there a drop of a believe. Can she mend my tear, weave my sleeve, wrap me in true colors proud, muffle my drum when it bangs so loud. Now hear the drum, let's dance on the width of a line where a heart meets heart, mind meets mind, and love's in the air. It could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure, where love is the width of a line. Hey. Well, thank you all so much for being here tonight, for listening to me play. A special welcome to Jack and Katie and Jeannie. I'm so glad you made it. Thanks for all your kindness and hospitality through the years. And to our birthday gang, Deborah, Steve, Julia, many more. I hope I can play for you many more. And to the wonderful crew here at the Westsider. Thanks for giving me a place to play, giving us a place to dance, giving us a... She's sitting at home with the radio on to that mystery station that nobody owns. I'm plugged, I'm wired, I'm tuned, I'm hoping I'm the one man of love on the lines. The lines are open. Could be everywhere. Someday we'll walk, let's walk on the edge of the world. Our bodies in balance, our dreams endure. Love is the width of a line. Oh, love is the width of a line. Thank you and good night. Me and Jeff and Norm right here in 2 weeks.